Good morning. I had to look at the camera. It's almost noon, so almost good afternoon. I have not done this in a long time. I need to get back into it. So I think the last time the last time I was live, I don't even remember what I talked about. Honestly, I don't remember. But I am back. I'm going to give it a try again here. I got really discouraged. I mean, I know that's kind of probably normal and everything, but I was just like struggling to figure out what I had to offer everybody on here, because it's just me and my cats, my birds, my fish, my little mouse, Marshmallow, and who wants to follow that, you know? Like, I didn't know what I had to offer besides like sporadic chit chat about everything. But I decided I'm gonna try to use this platform for cooking, for my chronic illness journey, because I have multiple chronic illnesses. Eventually travel. So I'm trying to keep that out of the way here so you don't get blinded there. Book recommendations. And who knows? I don't know what else. But yeah, right now that's what I'm thinking. I have been dealing with a lot, yes, hang on. I've been dealing with a lot medically. Yeah. Yes, hello. You want to say hello, Nala? We have a Facebook page, and we have a little over 15,000 followers on there. So you're more famous than Mom is. But Mom doesn't mind, does she? Because she does it all for her babies. This is Nala. She's going to be 3. Gonna say hello? Yeah, you good girl. I love you. Yeah, you're my baby. Oh, she fell over. She is gonna be 3 in September. And I just put a post on their Facebook page that we're gonna have a birthday party, I think. Because they're gonna be 3. And these are my potatoes. Right, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sporadic. My mind goes every which way. I've tried to keep it on track, and it just doesn't work. But I was talking about my health before I got to talking about the cats. I was set for surgery a few months back in April. And at the time, I didn't realize, and my medical team didn't realize that both of my vocal cords were paralyzed. So when I went under, they couldn't get a breathing tube in my to help me breathe while I was completely under anesthesia. So I ended up in the ICU on a ventilator for 24 hours. And then they slowly weaned me off of that. Excuse me, you just have to deal with the birds. I'm gonna try and talk louder, which is not always easy. But I was on the ventilator in the ICU for 24 hours. They got me off the ventilator and they put me on room air. And I spent almost 3 weeks in ICU. Just getting stronger and getting less and less of oxygen. Because in order for me to go home, go on a regular floor and go home, I had to be 100% on room air with nothing helping me. So that was very frustrating for me. I don't know if I like this adobo. But I've been home for May, almost 4 months now. And I'm doing great. Every single time I get on live something or a video or whatever, the cats are talking. Oh, what? Yeah. Clearly they don't get enough attention. Come on, scooch your butt. Scoochies. I spoke with my mom the other day. Can you believe it? She's gonna be 80. She's 85 right now. She's gonna be 86. Can you believe that? I can't. My mom and I, we never really had like a close relationship. It's always been super not competitive, but super rocky. And we've never gotten along. But I'm trying. I told her, you know, we're not gonna blame each other for the past. We're not gonna blame each other or like say, oh, you should have done this versus that, and you should have done that versus this. No, we're gonna have peaceful phone conversations, and if we can't do that, then we're not gonna talk to each other. We're just gonna say we need a break. We're gonna hang up the phones. Take a break. I'm sorry, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so yeah, so we're doing all right. Still waiting on disability. It's a very difficult waiting process. I was denied, and I'm appealing through my attorney. And I think the next step is going to requesting a court date, which I don't think is going to be. I don't think it's going to be this year. It might be next year. I don't know. But, I'm getting new glasses. These ones are old. They don't have like the anti-glare and stuff on them, so you can't really see my eyes unless I like go to a certain like angle. I've been to England a few times, and it's hard to explain how comfortable I feel over there. Like, it's like I've been there in my past life. Not that I have been, but it feels like it. I would love to eventually, going through the right process and everything, of course, move overseas to England. But it is definitely something that doesn't happen like right away, of course. There's lots of tape and what do you call it? Rules and stuff that you have to go through. Not only that, you have to prove yourself financially stable to move overseas as well. So you have to be able to prove that you can take care of, like, be self-sufficient and not rely on like handouts and all that stuff and everything. Which, in that aspect, I will be set, but then of course I'd also have to look for a job, find a place to live, all of that good stuff. I mean, heck, even if I find a job before I move overseas, that would be even better. Sorry, I'm having issues. I can't get these Cheez-Its open. Marshmallow's awake and he wants a treat. He's a little giddy, so I'm gonna give him a Cheez-It. But I don't think he's never had these before, so, and neither have I. And I made the mistake again to go grocery shopping with a neighbor. And not, well, this is going to be much bigger than, hang on. What? There. He approves. But anyways, idea what I was just saying. I was saying something. I think it was along the lines of like finding a job and being like self-sufficient and everything. Like I'd be able to do that. And it wouldn't be an issue. But it's not going to happen overnight. I have a GoFundMe up to help a little bit. But I don't see anyone. I mean, not that I don't see anybody helping. I mean, it's just people struggle, and those that aren't struggling can't help because even if they want to. There are wasps out here galore. I don't think I'm going to be staying out here. They're too close for comfort. I know they won't mess with you unless you mess with them and everything, but I don't trust them. And they probably don't trust me. So I'm a big scary human that can squash them. But anyways, enough about my rambling. How are you all doing? What's going on in your lives? Is it good? Is it eh? Is it fantastic? Or is it right now? I think like mine's kind of eh, because I'm dealing with like a really bad lupus flare-up, and I'm in a lot of like pain joint-wise and inflammation-wise of the joints. But I'm also sad in the heart because so many people that I grew up with, well, didn't grow up with, but I grew up watching and listening to music and shows and all that stuff, like Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I mean, this is my childhood. And they're all gone from their bodily forms. I mean, I know we have the memories and the wrestling and the music and the TV shows and the movies and everything that they were in. It's just so strange. It happens when you least expect it. And I know death is a part of all of us at some point. That's someone hit me. But we never really know how long we really truly have in life. I mean, I can hope that I live to be 105, or heck, even 95 or 85 or whatever. I feel like I got bit by something. That hurts really bad. Either that or I'm thinking that I got stung or bit and I didn't really, and it's just kicking in on me. I just remembered I have this really nice tree out here. I'll show you. It's a nice tree right here. But look up at the very top. This huge tree branch broke. Which I just realized that the tree branch is gone. The huge tree limb's gone. Because it was over by the dumpster. Over the weekend. And it shook the whole dang apartment. Or if there's anyone from England, my flat. Like, it shook the whole building coming down. I mean, there were twig. Ooh. Oh. Hang on, look at this. Hey, hang on. Hi! I didn't know you were out here. What'd you do here, babies? I didn't know she was out here. I put my foot under the chair and I felt a wet nose on my foot. Yeah. I know. Hi, buddy. No, it's okay. Yeah, the tree broke. This wasp is getting too close over here. There are cobwebs galore behind my air conditioner unit. And here I go again. I just started rambling on about stuff. I think I was talking about the tree. But I'm going to jump again. I'm going to go back to how I want to move to England or Scotland. One of the two. Probably more leaning towards England. But I truly feel, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love America. I love being American. I love that I was born in America. I've seen everything and done just about everything here. But it's time for a new chapter in my book to be written. And I feel I'm doing this more, I'm making this decision more based off of my health and everything and my happiness, because that's important. Like, I want to be able to see if going from eating American food with all like the preservatives and additives and everything, and moving abroad and eating cleaner, fresher produce um, meats and all that stuff, like fresher air and whatnot, would that potentially reverse all of my chronic illness problems? Because I mean, I was healthy up until age 22, 23. Like, I never was really ill, or I never was in the hospital. I never broke a bone. I did sprain an ankle one time, but that was my fault because I was messing around at gymnastics class. And that was my punishment for doing so. But yeah, I really feel that moving overseas would be beneficial in many different ways. And I really hope that I can do that. Of course, through my own funding, once I get said funding, if I do. And my GoFundMe page that I have set up. It's not going to happen overnight, but it would be nice if it did, but I don't expect anything out of it. You can go the other way. Goodbye. And I was thinking about it last night. I was laying in bed and I was sitting on my bed, and I was looking at all of my books and stuff, and I was just like, how would I go about getting these books moved over to the UK? Like, how much would that cost me? And then I was like, well, maybe not that route. But then I was thinking maybe, like, taking, like, a small selection of clothes. 'Cause, I mean, you can always buy more clothes, and there's charity shops and stuff in England and Scotland and everything, and you can find really good clothing at charity shops as well, which is what I've always pretty much done. We're about to go back inside. There's like 5 wasps out here, and Nala's not bothered by them, but I am. They can go away. And these tiny little finches are probably about that tall. And there's one like walking around the trunk of the tree, just pecking for bugs or something, I think. There's little tiny peeps, tiny chirps coming out of it. But yeah, I'm a nature lover. I love being in nature. I love being outside. And that's how I grew up. And I need to get back into that. anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on anymore. I'm gonna try and figure out how to go live on YouTube. Or just start posting videos more often. Because I gotta get back into this. So, I hope you're having a good day. I hope if your day didn't start off the way you planned, that it gets better. And if nobody ever told you, I love you, I do. Doesn't matter that we haven't met. You can take it however you want to. But I'm not saying it in a creepy way. At all. I care for you, I love you, and I wish you all the best. And hopefully we can start a journey on here. Whether it's a chronic illness journey going, moving overseas, who knows? I'll help you if you can help me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.